Hey guys. Okay, we're going to do things a little differently for this blog. This first thing I have to do is I have to turn the computer around to show you what's behind me in my room here. What do we have here? That's Niagara Falls, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. Uh-huh. No, you didn't. Yes, that is Niagara Falls out there. Isn't that awesome? Wow. I've seen it before, but never from the Canadian side. We're in the Ontario part of Niagara Falls. So I'm going to come over here now, and I'm in this lovely hotel. Get ready to play tonight. And nah, I don't like that. Let's see. I guess we'll go with this. It's going to be a little. You might get a little motion sickness. But I just wanted to say that we had a great time at Penn's Peak in Jim Thorpe, PA last night. Jim Thorpe, PA turns out to be the swingers capital of Eastern Pennsylvania. Did not know that. Little known fact. Now I don't know this from experience, obviously, but that's what I was told, and the audience didn't deny it, so I'm thinking it's true. Okay, so, God, I wish there was something I could put this computer on. Well, we'll wing it, because I'm going to answer some of the questions that you guys have sent in. So, I guess in lieu of the room service cart, maybe that's what I'll do. The room service cart. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Oh yeah, we can make this work, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Well, if I hadn't had eggs, we'd have a lot more room for this. Aren't you glad I'm doing this now? See how prepared I am? Oh, and look what I got right downstairs. Yep, got it. Got my mojo on. So excited about that. Okay. Nice fine china behind me. My lovely hotel room. Okay. Get rid of this thing. So I'm going to be looking at the computer over here, but I'll be answering you. Okay. Denise from New Jersey writes, I've heard you tell some really great and funny jokes over the years, and I was wondering, who's your favorite comedian and what is your favorite joke? Well, I don't have a favorite joke. There are just too many great ones. I do notice, I was saying to my wife recently, that it seems that telling jokes and new jokes seems to be a thing of the past. I never hear a joke anymore. I used to have friends that would call me up with a new joke all the time, or I would call them up with a joke, and it just seems to never happen anymore. It's just kind of a drag. There are too many great jokes. I couldn't pick one. And I don't have a favorite comedian, but among them are George Carlin, certainly back in the day, Stephen Wright, and there was this comedy duo called Derek and Clive in England years ago in the 70s, and it was Dudley Moore and Peter Cook, and they made some films together and stuff, but there were these bootleg, really filthy, raunchy recordings that they made that I have, and I think that's the funniest stuff I've ever heard in my life. There's also a ventriloquist comedian called Otto and George, and I'm telling you, if you guys go and check this stuff out, you're going to be offended, so you might want to not even go there. It shows how classless I really am, that I find this stuff funny. It's just horrible, but I think it's a riot. So, Lizzie from England wants to know, when people, fans, tell you how much your music means to them, how it's helped them survive life, a personal tragedy, or helped them fall in love, how does it make you feel? Well, it's a privilege, but I have to be honest with you, I don't write any of my songs for that purpose. It's just a complete accident. I write my songs for completely selfish purposes. And, I mean, Right Here Waiting, there couldn't be a better example of that. That song only came to life because I missed her terribly. And I just wrote it for my own selfish reasons to get through that period of time. And then about 2 or 3 years later, I was walking down a street in Sydney, Australia, and this woman was working on a display in front of her flower shop. She was humming Right Here Waiting. And I knew right then and there. It's kind of like the Sting story of hearing a window washer sing Roxanne. I know exactly what he means. It's just such a mind-boggling thing. So when people adopt my songs to their own lives, it's a great feeling, but I can't tell you that that was my intention, because it wasn't. Nick from Illinois writes, have Cynthia or the kids appeared in any videos that you've done? If so, for which songs? Obviously, Nick is a brand new fan, because my very first video for Don't Mean Nothing pretty much stars Cynthia. And after that, we kind of made a deal that she didn't want to do any more videos, because it is kind of like when you see a singer and his girlfriend or his wife's in all the videos or numerous, it's kind of like you want to go, I just threw up. So we kind of separated all that stuff. My kids have been in a couple of videos. They were in a video called Thanks to You, which was not really ever a single or anything like that. And Brandon, of course, was in Now and Forever. And when he was really little, when he was like 3 and a half, 4 years old. So pretty soon you'll be seeing their own videos, because they're all rock stars in training. So okay, Anita from Florida. Angelia is one of my favorite songs. Did you write the song from a personal experience, or was it fantasy? Well, I've told this story before, Anita, but I wrote the music to Angelia, and pretty much all the lyrics. They were finished, ready to go. I just kind of needed the title, and I knew I wanted it to be a girl's name. And we were on tour, on the first tour, and we were playing down in Dallas, I think it was, and we were on some America West flight. We were wiped out. We'd done like 17 shows in a row. I'm not kidding. We used to do 17, 18, 20 shows in a row. We were all in the back of the plane, just kind of like completely zoned out, and this flight attendant came down the aisle, and she was in a great mood, and she was happy. She was obviously new, if you know what I mean. And I just noticed her name tag said Angelia. I thought it was a beautiful name, and I wrote it down in this little notebook that I always carry around, and that's how that song got its name. The girl served me a ginger ale. That was the extent of my relationship with her. Okay, who's next? Shelley from New Mexico. When you're writing music, what do you do to get into the mood? Well, it's easy. I don't need anything to get in the mood to write a song. I write songs every day. It's like flossing. It's just like something I do all the time. And I don't ever consider it. I mean, sometimes it's painful to get a good song, but I don't need any set of circumstances. I don't wear lucky socks to do it. I just write songs all the time. It's just such a natural activity for me. So that's a good thing. I don't need any circumstances to get me in the mood to write songs.